Doctors could soon have a new way to figure out if you have the flu: your Fitbit. So how does it work? Let's connect the dots. Doctors have known for a while that when your resting heart rate increases, it's a sign that your immune system is gearing up for a fight. But since your doctor usually doesn't have a record of what your average resting heart rate is, the information can't really be used to find the flu. So, in a new study, researchers approached Fitbit to see if the company had that kind of information. Fitbit handed over the health data of 200,000 users, stripped of any identifying details. The researchers looked for people with elevated heart rates who were sleeping more, since fighting the flu often means you need more rest. Then they compared their results to CDC data on flu cases in that state. The numbers were a pretty close match. So while you're wondering if your Fitbit might be able to warn you in the future that you're getting sick, you would still need to go to the doctor for an actual diagnosis. But that early warning could help people start treating their illness earlier. Connecting the dots, I'm Teresa Woodard.